Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia,
lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his third season, Jalen Hurts.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
This defense for the Steelers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. So this game of our, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that, because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but 2 teams like this. And I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
The Eagles at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
The Sanders has got it complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here's Hurts to throw. And once again, this is Sanders.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it, because 4 for 4 already.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. Now, we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense. Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 36.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he will have a Steelers 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice 1st down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Mecole Hardman.
His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find two unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here. Two heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh.
Hurts fumbles it.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
An option handoff given to Sanders.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
10 more there and another first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Eagles are back within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. one makes it 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. There's McCole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 39. The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Running left with Snell. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there.
with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
They run with Sanders off the option.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. From just shy of midfield, Hurts, flush to his right. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
Hurts.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, Johnson.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun. 65 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep for Philadelphia, Devontae Smith.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Hurts, open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Hurts going to keep it again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
Yards. That's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll set up to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And that's complete to Sanders.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Touchdown! Miles Sanders from 21 yards away.
And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
there are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw.
That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover, as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. On 1st down, Hurts.
Left side here to Sanders.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, Sanders on first down with a little bit of space as he works his way forward, a gain of 4.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll get started over at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in the second quarter. Hunter Renfrow, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head to New Jersey. The Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Nelson Aguilar, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic. See what's happening over in London. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. The Jaguars continue to struggle as they finish off the first half of the year winless at 0-8. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Back to throw again.
That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The 40, 30, past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now they'll run on the draw, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now on comes the field goal unit. And, wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet. But that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
Hurts finding Goddard there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Back to throw. It's caught by Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
They run with a man from La Tech. It's Boston Scott. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They go again with Scott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now left side on the swing pass. Touchdown, Eagles. Boston Scott from 10 yards out.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We have played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a little little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They'll look to throw here on first down.
And once again, this is Sanders.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts. And he'll get this underneath to Scott.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll try to run for it with Sanders. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Hurts. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll set up a throw.
Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And they'll give to Scott here on the option.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 64 yards.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to it, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Elliott on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25.
And now out come the Steelers.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They'll start by running the option to the right.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Elliott is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So now the Steelers down on the scoreboard. 55 seconds remaining. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw. That's to Freiermuth. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Eagles, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.